It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
What's your set?
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. The Bengals sit 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Gun.
Here's 2nd and 10.
12. Stop.
Burrow on play action. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Minnesota.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
that'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And defensively here, it's hard to overlook the fact that this is an offense that's dead last in the NFL in rushing. So this back seven's going to be tested. Heck, might be more of a back eight. No doubt about that. And they surrender the catch here and the first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Another run now for Nwangu. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Now, after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 3rd and 5.
Cousins.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Cousins.
There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Isabella now from his end zone.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Twelve.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
11. Stop.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And got his man complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Ja'Marr Chase.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Here's Cousins.
We're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
A first down throw for Cousins.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
40 yards.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up.
He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11 mighty.
We have
11
seen
mighty.
a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little...
And shutting him off now open field.
Down the left sideline. Inside the 20.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Chase Brown. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just...
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Well, they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
On second down, here's Burrow. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down and 2. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, but you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
MT. 11 MT.
They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Vikings, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now it's Burrow.
He's got it for a big touchdown.
Jamar Chase
doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Brandon, we're not even out of the first quarter yet, and that's his 3rd receiving touchdown of the game. Tremendous job, and I think this might come under the heading of when someone has the hot hand, you've got to keep going back to him.
On the defensive side, they better figure something out quickly.
Yeah, I think that no matter what, you've got to do something to slow him down. I don't care if it's double or triple coverage. Make someone else emerge because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now Cousins.
That is caught. And he will have a Vikings first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Cousins able to find Jefferson here, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10.
Now Cousins. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Nwangu.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Kene Nwangu.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the interception, Cousins.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but he did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. On 2nd down, here's Nwangwu. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Touchdown! Josh Oliver, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here we go.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
11, Thomas.
Right back to Brown. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
12, 12, 12.
Here's Burrow.
He'll look underneath and finds Brown.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
11 MT, Tate. 11 MT.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Touchdown, Bengals. J.J. Arthur, right side. 43 yards. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down the field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, Cousins.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
On 1, right? Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Gun.
2nd and 11 now.
From midfield now, Burrow. Looking here for Smith downfield.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine.
By the Vikings. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides. but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Take it in at the 22.
Here we go, here we
From
go.
the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Thomas.
And they go play action now. Burrow out to his left. Man open left side is Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Great effort there. 26 yards.
And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
2nd and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Cousins now.
Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Cousins. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Cousins. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, It's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
That's down the field for Jefferson. And that's caught inside the 30. Oh, now an injured player down there, and this is not what you want to see. That's Justin Jefferson, who's having some issues. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Throwing, Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bengals are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
I'm fine, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11,
The good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Second down and a yard.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT. Dot.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as he's up close to the 15-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
I'm 1, ready? Dot.
This is Brown going up the middle. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
11, 11, 11, 11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Burrow looking to pass. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
A good pick up there at 22.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Cousins.
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
To throw is Cousins.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
That open man that time, man. They're putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Cousins again. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Kene Nwangu.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. You get down this deep, Charles, you hate to settle for a field goal. They roll the dice on 4th down, really just hoping to get that first. But as it turns out, they take it all the way into the end zone.
You mentioned that they took a little bit of a gamble there. Think about it this way. Most teams throw the ball in this situation in the NFL, so they really gambled with a running play, and boy, did it pay off. Pay dirt.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 1, ready?
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle here to Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
11 MT, tight. 11 MT, stop.
First down, here's Burrow. This one caught by Isabella. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
On one, ready?
Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On one,
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. 178 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not. That's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. Touchdown! T. Higgins. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals had 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
At the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
We're going.
Now Cousins.
Drops this off with Nwangu.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. out at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Handoff here to Nwangu. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Now Cousins. He lets one go deep for Addison. And the third interception thrown by Cousins. It's DJ Turner who's got it. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Boy, 192 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Here we go, here we go. In the huddle.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And some space here.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Mixon with a first down carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's Brown on second down. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here we go, here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. To the air again, it's Cousins. The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing is Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, Cousins.
He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight.
It's a sweep. What? It's a sweep. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Get that boy. It's a sweep. Get that boy. It's a sweep. Get that boy. We ain't playing no games. We playing for keeps. Yeah. It's a sweep. It's my time. Not no Paddock Philippe. They was yapping. I don't hear a peep.